If you were to go out and make a deal for somebody like Bryan Reynolds, likely with the plan to play him in center, even though he's not great there, he would still be your best option. So he's your everyday guy in center field. And then you just make everybody else, Lewis, Kelnick, Haniger, Julio Rodriguez, once he comes up, you just work those guys in and play matchup. And, if everybody's hitting, you have a great problem on your hands. You don't really need Conforto or Suzuki at that point. Now, is it always better to have one of those players? Sure. But would it be better to have Conforto at $25 million for 2022 or to go out and grab another reliever? Part of the market that Jerry Dipoto isn't really planning on right now diving into, but maybe there's a $5 million reliever out there that he's like, well, we made this deal for Reynolds. We didn't spend as much money on free agency as we were expecting to because we only got one infielder and we made the deal for Reynolds. So let's spend a little bit of it on this reliever. Let's spend a little bit of it on a veteran catcher that we didn't necessarily plan on going to get. Let's spend another, a little bit of it on a multi-position guy. But Cam is spot on. If you think Reynolds is worth, say, and I didn't put this together beforehand, so I'm just throwing out names, so bear with me. If you think Reynolds is worth, say, Noelvi Marte, Connor Phillips, Zach DeLoach, and Juan Tane, but the Reds are insisting on Williamson over Phillips and Gabriel Gonzalez over Tane, and that makes it Marte, Williamson, Gonzalez, DeLoach, you have to start thinking about pulling the trigger if you got all those other things done. Now, I'm not saying at the end of the day you have to make that deal. But like Cam was saying, Reynolds kind of puts you over the top in a way. Whether it's legitimately over the top of the Astros, well, what else are the Astros going to do? They're not going to sit, sitting quiet in the corner and just let everybody catch up to them. But if that puts you from a wild card contender to division contender and one of the wild card favorites, you might have to consider doing that because you're going to have them for 3 years after 2022 as well. And if he puts you from non-playoff team to playoff team, you have to consider that. If he puts you from a division title contender to division favorite and one of the best 3 teams in the American League, again, that is a game changer for 2022. And you don't figure Seattle's running out of time to compete with this group. Their window's just opening. And if Reynolds can be part of that for 4 years, I mean, you have to consider that. And I know it's Marte is it's a big ask, but you have to pay big if you want big in return. Hey, it's Jason Churchill. To get the full episode, as well as every other episode of the podcast, past and future, subscribe for as little as $5 per month by going to bit.ly/getthepod. That's bit.ly/getthepod, all one word. A link you can also find on my Twitter profile. Hey, thanks for checking out Baseball Things.